Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Hey, besties. It's Behind the Shade, and we have to talk Amanda and Sutton on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Honey, this is season 15, episode 5, Not Feeling the Healing. Besties, it's been 5 episodes. Drop down in the comments and let me know. I have a question. Do we like Amanda? How are we feeling about Amanda? What's up with Amanda? You know, I was told, and you probably heard this too, never trust someone who has two first names. Amanda Francis. Well, in my opinion, besties, she's a strange bird. She's kind of strange, but I'm curious to learn more. It's like anytime she talks, I am like paying attention. I'm here for it. What's gonna come out of her mouth next? I kind of like how she approaches things too. Something going on, she feels your energy, and she gonna ask you about it. She not gonna wait till next week or the next week to talk about it, honey. She's gonna address you. And in this episode, she addressed Sutton twice. Let me holler at you, Sutton. What's up? I see how you act. What's up? But then Sutton is one of those people where she wears her mood on her face. You can look at her and tell something's wrong. She's one of those. So let's get into the episode and how it begins, child, because we gotta talk. It's gonna be some keying going on because baby, I was keying, okay? So it's the next morning. Sutton, Jennifer Tilly, Kyle, Erica, and Amanda, they go hiking. They're going to go into the vortex, into this energy hub, which is really cool. Like they're going to, whatever they do in the vortex. Okay, good. Rachel's luggage finally arrived. Like they said, the next day. So Rachel, Dorit, and Bose, they opt to go shopping. And Kathy was like, hey, y'all go ahead. I'm going to rest and relax. Honey, she jumped back in bed on her phone and she is just laughing at stuff. And Kyle is sending her videos. So she just chilling. You know, she wants to relax. She's older, right? Then we go through these ages. Kathy was in her late 60s. She want to relax. So good. So the hikers are hiking. And remember, before they left, Jennifer, I'm going to stop calling her Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer was drinking wine before she left the hotel. So it's safe to believe that she is drunk. She just talking and talking and talking. And Amanda was like, she talks a lot, huh? But she's talking to herself, guys. She's not talking to anyone. She's just talking. What we call it, me and my homies call it rambling. You just rambling, Jennifer. So she's talking to her crystal. She's pouring water on it because the crystal is hot because it's Arizona, right? It's hot. They mentioned a lot that how hot it was. And I'm like, y'all live in Beverly Hills. Y'all are used to the heat. And I know, LA is not the desert. It's a different kind of heat, but they complain like they live in Utah. Hey, Salt Lake City girls. So she is lying down on the dirt, wondering if she laying on fire ants. Jennifer. But it was funny to see her like this because she's always so poised and always have something to say. And it was good to see her a little goofy. So Kyle is telling Erica how Dorit was taking things out on her. And, she got upset at Kyle because Kyle wasn't reacting the way Dorit wanted her to. And it's like, I'll get into that. So Erica, thinks that Dorit is overwhelmed with everything that's going on. and she tells Kyle to just leave PK alone, leave the PK talk alone. Kyle is like, well, that's all she talks about. And it's like, well, this is her life now, Kyle. It's crumbling, it's falling apart. What else should she be talking about? The sale down there at Bloomingdale's? What else should she be talking about? Her life is falling apart. Now, Dorit is telling her side of the story, the same story to Bose and Rachel. Bose says, Dorit, you and Kyle are trying to, repair your friendship, and it just seems like you're not letting Kyle in. Okay. Now, this may be tricky because Kyle is PK's friend, thanks to you, Dorit. But, that's that. Kyle is in the middle, Dorit. You need to understand you may not feel supported by her because she's going to try to see the good in both sides. And you want her to just rah, rah, rah and be 100% with you and, and F PK, right? Well, Dorit, you're the reason why Kyle and PK are friends. So you really can't get mad at Kyle because she's PK's friend. Why don't you not talk to her about him? Because it really feels like you're feeding information to her, and you wanted to go back to him. Because last week you was like, your idea was, why don't you talk to Mauricio about how he treats me? Because Mauricio has a whole different opinion based on what PK is telling him. Dorit, that ain't even shouldn't hardly be your focus. Maurice, is his name Mauricio? Mo is PK's friend. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Kyle is not the girl's girl that you need and want. She rather stay neutral, and that's her right. She met your husband through you. You are the reason that they are friends. Suck it up, Buttercup. Dorit, you're a hypersensitive, and everything Kyle says that you don't like, you're going to pick it apart and get mad. And that's not fair to Kyle because that's PK's friend, thanks to you. So stop bringing up PK to his friends. How about that, Dorit? Stop bringing it up. You have Kathy to talk to. You say you're Sutton's friend. Talk to Sutton about PK. Leave Kyle out of it. And remember, Kyle is going through, well, she's separated. Kind of, y'all kind of on the same thing. A little different, but, you want all this support. But have you been supportive to Kyle? I haven't seen that. Dorit, everything is about you. Everything is about you. Clock that. So PK telling his side of the story, you telling yours. Child, talk to the judge, talk to the attorneys. Matter of fact, talk to God about it, okay? Go to God. Then talk to your parents. You got two parents. Writing a journal. How about Dorit? Go to a therapist. How about that? Break yourself down. This is a good time to have a therapist on deck to help you get these emotions together. Whew. And so Erica is telling Kyle, girl, block it out. Don't get dragged into it. Please don't get dragged into this. It won't go well. Be there for her in the moment that she needs. And you need to tell Mo to stop telling you stuff. And so they're over there telling Dorit that, she wants action. She wants Kyle to, be that friend. And Rachel says, friendships are tested every day. Child, Dorit, take your problems to God, child. So back at the hotel, the ladies will be cooking their own dinner tonight in the kitchen. and they don't like it because they don't cook in their own kitchen at home, child. And you know, Kathy don't cook, and she in there cutting up, talking about she making some Italian pasta dish, and Erica looking like, "Do you need help? Do you need me to call somebody to come help you?" And so Erica wants to know, why are we cooking on vacation? And I'm like, exactly. And so Erica was like, Sutton, are you on a budget? Sutton Brown, are you on a budget? Because what is going on? We want Sutton Strack back because she would have had a private chef there. Okay. So we see Bowles is getting glammed up and she's talking to Keely about how she's feeling because she's kind of like in and out. This IVF thing, I think it drains you emotionally. I remember I learned that from watching Quad on Married to Medicine. So she was like, you know, all these injections are just draining. And so, honey, I wanted to say, well, baby Bowles, you look good, baby. Them girls is beating your face nicely. That pink, you look good. But why is everybody getting glammed up to go downstairs into the kitchen? I don't understand why everybody was dressed up, makeup, hair, jewelry, clothes, heels. Why are y'all so dressed up just to go down? Well, Erica wasn't. Erica wasn't, child. So Amanda tells Kyle that she's like, I need some advice from you. You know, my friend was out and she met Avi, and she, you know, she told him that, oh, my friend Amanda knows Sutton, and honey, Avi wants Amanda to call him so he could spill the beans on Sutton. I was like, now, Amanda, you are on a reality show. You were supposed to call him to get the tea. We should be hearing you spill the tea to Kyle. Will you come on? We on season 5. Get it going. Crank the car up. Warm it up. Punch the clock. It is time to work, girl. Why didn't you call him? What is the point of bringing all this mess up? Bringing it up. And she mad at you and you don't even know, have any information. What was the point of even bringing it up? Child, I'm like, ugh, come on, girl. Come on. So, child, it is 11 o'clock at night and dinner is still not ready. Sutton is missing. They don't know where she is. They don't know where Bowles is. Sutton was supposed to grill the chicken. The chicken is not being grilled. Folks are hangry. Child, Rachel broke a cup because she is just blood sugar low. She over there cutting zucchini. They eating guacamole, craving cheese plates. So here comes Sutton, about 11:30. And Carl was over there talking about, she called her all out her name. She said, we are hungry. Where is dinner, Bia? I said, okay, Kyle. I was shocked. Kyle curse? I don't know, but that was funny. So then Amanda tells Sutton about, you know, Avi. So then she tells Sutton, well, I didn't call him, of course. What do you mean, of course? Well, this is all stupid. You start mess without the mess. You can't start mess without the mess, girl. You should have called him. And we know you're going to call him anyway. Give me his number. I'll call him because I want to know. So, what? Oh, so honey, then she says, she added some more to the story. She said, oh, yeah, he also wanted me to hire him as my assistant to make you mad. He wanted to, you know, I don't say the PISS word, but he wanted to pee you off. Sutton said, hire him. No big deal with me. I don't care. Whatever. Yeah, we don't believe that, Sutton. So Sutton, you know, has been very secretive about what happened to Avi. Nobody knows what happened between her and him. And all I know is the way she used to talk to him. Now, granted, you know, he probably, put up with it, wasn't tripping. She pays great. But, you know, people get tired. People get tired. And I'll share what I think happened later. So Sutton saying a whole bunch of nothing about it. We still don't know what happened. She said, we were friends, but at the end of the day, it was a professional relationship. Girl, shut up. Or do you want to keep talking? Because you ain't saying nothing. You rambling. Okay, we going to listen. Finish up, Sutton. That was all she had to say, y'all. So now Amanda says she's curious and she might have to call Avi because now she want to know what happened. I'm like, girl, you better call him. Call him now. Text him. I want to know. All that could have made it to this episode had you done it right. Amanda, girl, you got to get it together. So Sutton is not feeling Amanda now. And Sutton and Dorit are in the kitchen talking, and Dorit is like, life is about growing and shifting and, this and that. I'm like, okay, Dorit, where is this going? And the way this conversation kind of started, it was kind of like thrown in. The editing wasn't great because it didn't transfer. It was like, y'all was outside. Now you in there talking about how life is shifting. So then Sutton is telling Dorit that, she talked to her mom and she wanted to talk to her mother as a patient. Reba is a therapist. So Reba told Sutton that she's angry from her marriage and she projects on others. Now Sutton is learning how to put her negative thoughts aside and focus on being a good person and friend to herself. I'm like, yeah, because you ruined that relationship with Garcelle. Yeah. So now you trying to be your own friend? Your mother told you to be a good person and friend to yourself? That doesn't make sense. You're supposed to be a good person, a good friend to others. You're not your own friend? Am I my own friend? Besties, are you your own friend? I don't even know. Am I my own friend? Let me think about it. I'll get back to y'all. Am I my own friend? I don't know. But anyway, child, they finally eaten. It is 12:48 a.m. and they are having dinner. Child, I know you lying. That is too late to be eating. Child, so the next morning, everybody up, moving slow, talking about how they didn't sleep right, didn't sleep good, only slept for 3 hours. Of course, you was up eating at 1 o'clock in the morning. Your stomach didn't settle. No telling, I don't know what time y'all went to bed, but I bet you can't settle on a full stomach. You can't get no good sleep on a full stomach. So the next morning, Amanda tells Erica that Sutton confronted her that morning about talking about her being late to dinner last night. And she was like, yeah, he was talking about me because Jennifer Tilly told Sutton that morning. It was like, golly, the word just be moving. Jennifer is going to keep everything going. I can see it because she's already getting it started. So Sutton was like, I don't care that I was late. And I'm like, well, Sutton, you need to care. Where are you getting this attitude? Like, where is this attitude coming from? What has warranted this? Like, what? Why don't you care? You're the host of this trip. You brought these women on a private jet to Sedona. You talking about Erica's like, well, where you been? You know I'm slow. Then in her confessional, she's like, I had to reset, recharge. Girl, you laid down and took a nap. That hike wore you out. And you was tired and you took a nap. So yeah, Sutton, you should care. You're the host. You got all these people together. You told them to go downstairs at a certain time in the kitchen to have dinner, and there was nothing there to eat. Them girls was starving. There was no appetizers, no snacks, nothing. Nothing was cooked, nothing was done, nothing was ready, nothing was edible. You have to feed your guests, Sutton. A good trip comes with good food. That's number one. good accommodations, conveniences of the traveling and the transportation, good drinks, good shopping, good food, good conversation, some entertainment. That's what makes a great trip. Some water, a pool, a beach. You're not going to get that, you know, something. But you don't care. We can tell you don't care because it was, we can tell. Oh, goodness. So Amanda also said Sutton hurt her feelings too when she brought up Avi. It's like, how was your feelings hurt when you came with some mess? He said he wanted me to call him to tell me about you. Your feelings are hurt. You trying to hurt Sutton's feelings. Oh, he want me to hire him so you can be mad. But your feelings are hurt, Amanda. Girl, be quiet. Okay, let me go over the things she said that got on everybody's nerves or got on somebody's nerves. So in the beginning of the episode, oh, I have sunblock in my Chanel backpack. Sutton was like, yeah, we rock Chanel, vintage Chanel, couture, not backpacks. They were outside and Kyle had on the Chanel Birkenstocks and Amanda had the Chanel purse. And so I think that was Jennifer Tilly that said, oh, Kyle, I love your, I'm sorry, y'all. It's late and I've been working. I'm tired. Oh, I love your Chanel Birkenstocks. And so then Jennifer said, oh, that matches your purse, Amanda. She was like, oh, yeah, I have lots of snake skin. Something. I have lots of it, lots of it. It was like, and Jennifer's like, okay. It's like, Amanda, do you know who Jennifer Tilly is? Because you're trying to impress her. And honey, you are in a room full of rich women that do not care. They not, girl, you trying, but you, Kathy Hilton, last name Hilton, Jennifer Tilly, I don't think she knows who Jennifer is. So then we'll get to the next ones. But I'll go ahead and call them out. So when she was talking with Erica and Rachel about this manifest list to get her husband, she did that. Rachel was talking about her list. Oh, I did that too. And I wrote down so many things too, and only one thing didn't come true. And I manifested my husband when I was 13. Girl, out just trying to outdo everybody. Then lastly, when they went shopping, and Rachel was saying, oh, cheap sunglasses don't have good, UV protection or whatever for your eyes. Oh, yeah, they don't because my eyes have been sunburnt before. Girl, shut up, Amanda. Your eyeballs have been sunburnt. Girl, Amanda, put a lid on it, girl. So, okay, so Amanda's talking about how her feelings were hurt. Excuse me, you was hurting Sutton's feelings, honey. So then Rachel joins her and Erica. And so they're just having girl chat, and so Amanda tracks her sleep on an app and she didn't sleep well the night before. And I'm like, well, duh, y'all was up eating late. That's why you didn't sleep good. You can't sleep good when you didn't go to bed at the proper time. So Rachel says, she's tired of being in control of everything, every outcome of her life. She just would not track her sleep. And so Eric was like, yeah, I knew somebody that did that and they had to stop because it was making them depressed. And so Rachel says now she gives up all things to the universe. She ain't got time. And so she was telling us her idea of a vacation is pretty much similar to what my idea of vacation is. She was like, don't ask me nothing. Don't talk to me. I want to sit by a pool or a beach. I want to drink wine on the rocks in a caftan all day. I was like, girl, that sounds like an awesome trip because this one y'all on, this ain't it, Sutton. This is an F. An F. And this ain't even hard to do. You started off good with the private jet and just this, it was terrible. This ain't it. This was not it. So Then they talk about, manifesting the next man. Rachel goes to a life coach, or her friend is a life coach, and she asked her to jot down her manifestation on the next guy. She says she wrote down 30 things. And here come thing, Amanda. I did that. Me too. Eddie. When I was 13, I wanted an Abercrombie model. And when I met Eddie, he told me when we went on a date that he was an Abercrombie model. And I was like, oh, girl, they looking like, ugh. So she said she had a lot of things written down too, and he did everything except for what. Then she says that she make like the money he makes in a year, she makes that in a month. So she said, "Yes, I'm the breadwinner." Oh gosh, Amanda, really? You talk about Jennifer Tilly be talking a lot. You don't think you? And she's trying to, she's just trying to engage. You're having conversation. It just seems like she's trying to fit in, and she doesn't fit in. That's why she's doing this. And everybody's looking at her like, ugh, because it's like, girl, shut up. So everyone goes shopping. Amanda is on her phone conducting business all the way there in the car. She's sitting in between. It was Erica and was it Dorit or Rachel? I think it was Rachel. And honey, she just on the phone talking. Oh yeah, look at the website. And then Erica said, "I got to get on my website." And I told her that it was due. It's going to launch, and I could take a car on Thursday and be there on Friday. And and oh my goodness, Erica is like, girl. She was like, "Girl, you ain't got a stunt on us. We're on vacation. Get off the phone." And then Rachel over there dolling her face up. She's still putting on makeup. So they go shopping, honey. Kyle talks about how much she loves cowboy hats, turquoise, Native American jewelry, silver. I was like, Kyle, you are a shopaholic. Okay. Everywhere you go, I've been watching this show for 15 seasons. And what I do know, Kyle is a shopaholic. Kyle can shop anywhere. I just love that. Even my mother used to love it. And I'm just, Kyle, you can shop everywhere. You are a shopaholic, like Jennifer Tilly and Dorit. Because Dorit shopped when her and Bose and Rachel went out. She spent $400. Now she over here spending some more money. And I'm thinking, Dorit, wasn't you complaining about how you don't know how to pay your bills and you don't know where the money is and you got this divorce coming up? Should you be shopping? I'm just asking. Because I remember when Portia was going through her divorce, she said when they was at the charity, she said, I can't spend no money, child. I got to pay for these attorneys. Doreen, what are you doing? And so Amanda's being super duper extra extra trying to order her matcha. Do you have this kind of milk with that kind of milk? And the lady looking like, girl, we got regular and almond. Which one you want? And even Rachel said, girl, live on the edge. Get almond. And so here go, man. I'll have to start my order over. Let me start. Girl. Goodness gracious. Rachel is over her. Everybody was just over Amanda. She rubbing everybody the wrong way. Kathy looking at her crazy. Jennifer Tilly's like, okay. Sutton can't stand her. Sutton not liking Amanda reminds me of how Mary doesn't like Brittany on Salt Lake City. Sutton just be looking and rolling her eyes. Amanda got on Erica's nerve, and now she done got on Rachel's nerves. All we have next is no, and then she got on board Bowles too. They get in the car on the way back from shopping, and she trying to tell Bowles how to take pictures. Well, if you wipe your camera and put it on, you get better pictures. Bowles like, I got it. I like it on Hayes. I like it. I like it. And Amanda's like, okay. So she kind of know when to shut up. So now they're having dinner. Guess where they're at? Who does this? Child. I'm just gonna Okay, Sutton. Okay, we're getting to know Sutton Brown. The old Sutton is gone, I guess. We don't know her no more. I guess she left the building when Garcelle left the building. And this Sutton Brown person, ooh, I don't like her. She's not classy at all. Child, they having dinner at the airport. But what is their luggage in the SUVs that they're riding in? Do they have to go back to the hotel and pack up? Weird, Sutton. So Erica says she don't like Sutton Brown. I'm like, me neither. She said they got us. She got us in the heat. She got us cooking our own dinner. Now we eating dinner on a runway. And then Sutton gonna say because the view is beautiful. Girl, all that noise and okay, girl. So here we go. Amanda asks Sutton, are you still mad at me from yesterday? Because you did that hey Missy thing. Sutton was like, I'm not mad at you. Agitated, yes, but I'm not mad. You would know when I'm mad at you, Amanda. Sutton thinks it's childish to complain that she wasn't on time to dinner last night. Sutton, now, honey, well, I know I ain't even gonna do that. Sutton, yes, it is an issue to be late. It's an issue to be sitting down having dinner at what time, besties? 12:48 a.m. And goodness gosh darn it, Kathy was in the kitchen when they was coming back from wherever they was coming back from. What was taking so long? What was happening? They had went grocery shopping. Order pizza at this point. So, child. So Sutton was agitated. She think it's childish to complain because she wasn't on time. Well, it was a big deal to be late, Sutton, when you're the host and people are hungry. So you're not mad about me talking about your assistant? Nope. Well, your energy changed when I brought him up. I'm not talking about Abby, okay? Listen clear and hear me loud. Don't include me in any conversations that any of you may have about him. Is that clear? Is that clear? Who are you talking to, Sutton? Because ain't nobody here your kid. I'm not your kid. Is that clear? Then here go Rachel. Crystal. Ciao. Rachel know how to read a room, honey. So Sutton says that, listen, we had a falling out. It was very painful for me. And she's crying. I said, what happened was Abby finally got tired of her ish. Abby finally got tired of her treating him like some gum on the bottom of her shoe. She talked to him so crazy, so disrespectful, like he ain't nothing. Now, they have had times, they have fun, they kiki, they ha ha, but she talks down to him. She really, really, really does. Abby got tired of that mess because she be tested and pushing his buttons. She caught him on a bad day, and he probably spoke up for himself, said a little cursing, called her a little couple of things, told her about herself. And I bet you he didn't lie not one time, but she couldn't handle it. She was upset. It's all about Sutton, and she fired him. So Sutton is tearing up. Kyle asked her very genuinely, are you okay? This Bia gonna say, do I look okay? You know what? You never look okay, Sutton. Them old eyes you got, you look like I don't know what kind of eyes. Those little almond shaped eyes, and you look like you're a sinister. You look like you always talking about somebody. No, you don't never look okay. And when somebody's trying to be nice to you, Kyle didn't deserve that. Why are you getting at Kyle like that? She was genuinely looking at you asking, are you okay? Do I look okay? Never. Never. Nah. And Kyle said no. So then Jennifer Tilly, I said I was going to stop calling her that. Jay Tilly says, she tried to chime in because, she ain't never short of something to say. So she tries to chime in. Sutton, like, shut her down, like, just stop. She was like, stop with your corny self. You've been drunk all day, rambling all day, talking to rocks, crystals, dirt, and fire ants. You shut up. And then here go Jennifer Tilly shutting up. Well, I was going to say something, but I stand corrected. I can't talk. So I'm not going to say anything. Girl, you just said a whole bunch. Honey, she said, I'm grown. I'm going to say what I want to say. Amanda then asked Sutton, do you cry often? I loved it. Because she was serious. Sutton is like, ugh. Kyle and Jen, they take off. They talk. They both agree that Sutton is snapping at them because she's fragile. What is she fragile about? What is her issue now? It can't be. Is it because the husband want his name back and gave you back your maiden name? Or is it you feel stupid because Garcelle left you high and dry because the way you treat her? And then Avi left you. Honey, people are leaving you left and right, son. So they said we have to give her grace because she's fragile. But then Jen tells Kyle, she said, yeah, that's why Garcelle left. Because it's all about Sutton. A little selfish, maybe. Kyle is like, oh, I cannot believe Jennifer Tilly is talking about Sutton. Kyle is like, well, I'm going to get a load out of this. She's going to be my new best friend. How about that? Yes, Sutton is very selfish. And people are sick of her. So Dorit tells Sutton, well, I have your back. I got you, girl. I'm here for you. What you need? Just all the things. Girl, calm down, Dorit. Shut up. So then everybody kind of compliments Sutton. Like Rachel's like, well, thank you for this trip. I had a good time. And, people are saying, I love you, Sutton. It's though Sutton is just sitting there. She don't even know how to be appreciated. She don't even know how to take the compliment. She is just sitting there. I'm telling y'all, Sutton needs therapy. Sutton needs a therapist. She might need two therapists. And so Erica has to tell her, don't tear this down. Say thank you. Thank you. And then Sutton says, she's never felt like she was a part of the group. And now she feels like she's a part of the group. And that makes her happy. And that was the end of the episode, besties. Ciao. This was good. Thumbs up. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you thought, besties. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure your notification bell is on. And baby, I'll be back tomorrow, honey, because our love during lockup, love after lockup, life after lockup starts back tomorrow. I don't even know which one this is. I think it's during, because they always do the during, love during lockup. And then we'll get when the inmates get out, I guess. But baby, hey, besties, I'll holler at you tomorrow. Okay, good night. Bye, besties.